What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today I wanted to go over one of my favorite cuts of meat, the filet mignon. What I love about this cut of meat is it's the most tender cut of meat that you're gonna find on the animal. But one thing you're gonna notice is the filet mignon really doesn't have a lot of fat on it, which is gonna lead to it not having as much flavor and getting dry a lot easier. But today I'm gonna walk you through my process on how to have a perfect filet mignon. So let's dive in. So first things first is you're gonna have a filet and you wanna dry this guy off. And this is actually a bison filet. When it comes to seasonings, keep it extremely simple. Salt, pepper, and garlic powder. What you're gonna wanna do though is you can either salt the meat. I like to salt the actual board though around it because I want to roll it around to make sure it's all covered. Then we're gonna go in with some pepper around the board as well, and we gotta have our garlic powder. Now we're rolling it around, and you want this fully coated. That's perfect. Now we're gonna get our cast iron pan nice and hot until it starts to lightly smoke. A little bit of smoke coming off this guy, and we want to use a high heat oil like an avocado oil. Now you're gonna take your filet and stick it on there, giving it a nice press down. Now I'm gonna let that cook for about 1 minute to 2 minutes, developing a crust. As you can see, we have a beautiful crust forming. And now what you're gonna do is put it on the other side and let it do the same thing. What you have to remember though is the meat is going to cool down the pan when you put it in there, so make sure that you move it around just to make sure that it gets that even cooking temperature. And we're gonna let this go for about another minute. Other side, beautiful crust. Now we're gonna roll it around on the sides. And this is really just to lock in all of that flavor. Now what you wanna do is turn your heat down to about a medium, take the steak off for 1 second, take some butter, a little bit of rosemary, and some garlic cloves. Reintroduce our steak, and now we baste. Make sure that all that garlic and rosemary gets down to the bottom. And I like to baste for about 30 seconds to a minute. Now we're gonna take the meat off and put it in a rack. All right, now you're gonna take a temperature spike and you're gonna put it into the thickest part of the meat. Now I'm gonna take this and put it in a 200-degree preheated oven for about 10 minutes or until that internal temperature hits about 125, then I'll pull it. But make sure to monitor the internal temperature so you don't overcook. All right, so we have officially reached an internal temperature of 122 degrees, and that's where I'm choosing to pull it. Now we're gonna take out the thermometer and we're gonna let this rest for 5 to 10 minutes. All right, moment of truth, let's see how we did. Maybe a little bit under medium rare, but that's how I like it. I actually like my steak a little bit more on the rare side. That is amazing for me. A little bit of flaky salt on there to finish it off, followed by a little bit of our garlic butter from the pan. It doesn't get much better than that. So good. Personally, I think even a vegan would enjoy that. But guys, I hope you enjoyed that video. I hope it made it so simple for you to follow along. Honestly, give this one a shot. You can use the same method for any steak that you have. Filet mignon, New York, ribeye, whatever you have, I promise you this is the exact method that I would use on any one of those cuts. If you want more of these videos, let us know in the comments below. If you have any questions, let us know those as well. Until we see you again, we'll talk soon. Peace. I honestly might give my life for this.